Hey everybody, welcome to the Lazy Tech Guys. If you want to learn how to make money with your tech, get tips, tricks, and how-tos, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell so you don't miss any of our new videos.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lazy Tech Guys. We know that you guys are looking for inexpensive investments to start making money. However, before we do that, we need to make sure our system is good and ready to go. This computer, when we bought it, was originally designed just to be a basic office computer. Had all the programs, so we didn't need to do much. This has turned into more of an editing PC. We've upgraded a little bit. So what we need to do is update the hard drive in order to handle what we got going on. So as you can see here, here's what's going on. This local disk C is only 100, I think it's 120 gigabyte solid state drive, and we're out of space. Now what we do is we save all our user files onto a secondary drive. This is a terabyte hard drive, and we save all our user files are automatically stored there. All our programs are installed there, etc. If you don't know how to do that and you want to know how to do that, leave a comment in the comments below and we can create a video on it. But so now if you don't have this, or you want to be super cautious and not lazy, then what you want to do is back up your drive before you get started in this process. Just get everything backed up so that way you got it saved. You can use the program that we're going to use to back up. However, that's all up to you. We're not doing that right now. We may do another video on that later. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the solid state drive. We'll use it for something else, but we're going to upgrade this to have to the 500 gig drive. We're going to put another 1 terabyte in here for our recordings, and we're not going to reinstall Windows. We just want to move this Windows over to that. So that's what our goal is. We want to move this over to that and be done. We just want to put it on a new drive, a larger drive, so that we're not having all the issues when it tries to do updates or we're trying to install a program, because every time you install one, even though we're putting it here, it puts a little piece over here. So we are going to upgrade this. Now in order to do this, we need a piece of software, and we're going to use Macrum. I call it Macrum software. It's free. You can download it on their website. It's just macrum.com. You get there and you just download the home use, business use. Either one, they are completely free to use. We're going to use the home use. You download it, you install it. We're going to assume that you know how to do that at this point. We will leave a link to this program on our Twitter feed if you want to have a link to download. We're not capable of putting that in the description right now, so make sure you do that. You can go get that if you need it. So we're going to close that. Once you get it downloaded, installed, and opened, it comes to this page here. Now what we're going to do is, first thing you're going to do after you have everything backed up, you get into here, you want to double check what you're doing. You don't just want to go clicking buttons. You want to make sure you know what drives you're putting in where, because you don't want to overwrite something that you need. And once you start this process, your destination drive will be deleted. So make sure you're aware of that. So the one thing we wouldn't want to do is use this disk, our terabyte drive. We don't want to put anything there because it'll erase everything on there and everything we have would be gone. We don't want that. So the first thing you're going to do is select the drive you want to clone, the drive you want to move over. That is this drive here. It's the first one. It's the C drive, the primary drive. You can also tell because it's pretty well full. And we want to clone that drive. Okay. You're going to get here. This is your source. I always double check. And there we go. So now what we're going to do, we need to pick our destination drive. We want it to be our 500 gig. You can hit select. Select. And we want the 500 gig empty drive. And from there, you're actually going to click next. Now you want to schedule the clone. We're going to just hit next. So it's going to tell us again the summary of what we're doing. The source disk is MBR1. Always double check. That's the one we want. And our destination disk is the 500 gig. So operation 1 is copy the partition. Operation 2 is copy partition 2. So we're going to copy partition 1, which is the system information, and we're going to copy the partition 2, which is all the data. So then we're going to click finish. We're going to run this right now. Save backup as scheduled at, no, we don't want to save backup. We don't want to do that. We're just going to run this right now, and we're going to click OK. So now this is giving us a warning why being very cautious is letting us know that the E drive will be overwritten. So we're going to hit continue. And now we sit back and we wait. So what we're going to do is just wait. I'm not going to bore you through the whole process of doing this. When it gets about done, we will come back, we will look at it, and go from there. Okay, guys, so you can see here that it's creating an exact duplicate, an exact clone, which is what we wanted. However, it still only shows 111 gigabyte. We need to extend this so we're using the entire drive. So what we're going to do is get in here and go to manage the computer. We're going to go into storage, disk management. Now, in order to get this up, you may have to reboot. If the manager doesn't catch this, you may just have to reboot. So anyway, let's come down here. We're looking at the 500 gig hard drive. Everything looks good, but you can see here's all our space is unallocated. So we want to get that in there. So what we're going to do is right click, and we're going to extend the volume. And it already has it in here. We want all that, and we're going to hit next, and we're going to say finish. Boom. So now this is all extended. And it will require a reboot in order for everything to pick up. Okay, so it's not just going to this extend it out, but it'll have to reboot in order for the system to actively register this. So, but now you can see we've got a full drive. So what we'll end up doing is rebooting so we can show you this, and so we can prove that to you, and then we'll change these drives out. Okay, guys, now that we got this rebooted and it's back up, you can see here that we have a full 500 gig hard drive in use, but we need to get the drive letters changed, get these moved over. So let's get this done. Okay, guys, so now we've restarted the computer in the between there. Now that it's before it restarted, what we did was pulled out the solid state drive, unhooked it, and we plugged in the 500 gig hard drive into its place, and then we added the 1 terabyte drive that we were talking about for more storage. So when we come back, what we have now is our C drive that is now 500 gigs. We have our programs file, and nothing has changed. Everything's working. The one program that does not like this change that I have found is AVG. So you will have to uninstall and reinstall that if you have AVG. Other than that, so far not that big of a deal. We have our empty terabyte drive that we're going to use for our YouTube videos, so that we have a place for them. And then we have these two reserve files. That's just for this one is the one that we copied is for the C drive. This one is for the G drive. I do not want those showing up. Okay, so we want to get rid of those reserves. So we're going to go back into, right click on computer, go back into manager, and we're going to open up the storage tool, and we're going to get right on in here. And so we can see the reserve drives, both of them. Let's open this up a little bit bigger. Okay. But we don't want these reserve drives. We want to get rid of those. So all you got to do is right click, change, and we want to remove that drive letter. We say yes. We want to do the same thing here. Okay. So now that we've got rid of these reserve partitions, this 450 megabyte is like, it's when we got the drive, when I got it, it was used and it was considered a recovery partition. I cannot take that out here in Windows, but I can go into Ubuntu, delete it. There's other options that we can do. If it was a larger part, I might be so worried about it. But 450 megabytes is such a minor thing, I'm probably not even going to worry about it. But if I do go to do anything with that to show you that, we will do a quick video on there just to let you know. But basically, we would delete it and then extend the part and then extend it just like we did this up here, that part of the video. Okay, so from there, let's double check that the My Computer, that it did get rid of. Oh, make this large so you can see. So it did get rid of the reserve drives because I don't really want those up there being shown. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below.
Alright, so this is the Lazy Tech Guys signing off. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. And remember, the day is what you make it. Let's make it a good one.